Alright, so I guess now I've completed the first mission. It's some downtime here. There's a couple things I could do. I'm gonna go talk to my crew, I think, is what I'm gonna do. Ooh, what was it? Examine. Ooh, examine. Another mission down. That means there's more conversations have probably opened up with my crew. I believe that's how it worked. So let's see. Who do we have down here first? I believe Liara's in here. Haha! Alright, so let's have a chat with Smurfette.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I was worried.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander.
That's right.
If you hadn't shown up...
Thank me.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I'd like to talk about you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten
Look how cheesy some of these dialogue. You must get lonely.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
So cheesy.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come.
Into the future?
Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that.
Then she slapped me and
I
called me a
felt drawn
bitch.
to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating.
Ooh.
You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Fascinating?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
Yes, actually.
What? No!
Wait,
I
no.
did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study.
Ooh.
No, that's even worse.
In depth, huh? I'll let you get in depth.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense?
By the
You
goddess.
must think I am a complete and utter fool.
Yes.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Alright, take your top off.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
Maybe she got bored of being unemployed after the next generation ended and needed to have another job, so she teamed up with Saren. He's the only one hiring.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Ooh.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals.
Whoa.
My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce.
You're all hot blue
This
chicks.
second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Oh, that's disgusting, he says. Oh, is that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved,
May not.
but it is not an essential element
Better
of the
be.
union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology
Mental?
allows us to meld with
You're
other
fucking
beings.
mental.
We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding
baby.
of other races.
I know about sex, alright? And all I know is, unless there's a way for my dick to fuck your brain, I don't see how you think that sex could be mental.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards.
A one-night stand.
Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld.
Shepard, you dumb fuck.
Union with our own kind is no
stupid.
longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people.
Oh.
It is possible Benezia's partner
Oh,
was
snap.
embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Oh, snap, honey. You ain't nothing but a pure blood. Take that.
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right,
Maybe she
I
was a
hope you
slut.
but I have no way to know for sure.
Maybe she was Boy George.
Benezia
Who
never
knows?
spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
How do they deal with that?
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them.
Wow.
And even
Live
after
for
they're
the moment.
gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and
I think
space.
we've heard enough from her. We did like every conversation.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Holy crud. So we learned about all their sex rituals. Excellent. I don't know how you could possibly have sex without physical intercourse. That's ridiculous. Now let's talk to Elton John here.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Speak your mind, soldier.
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this.
Huh?
This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Interesting.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, all
Brain camp?
kind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to Element Zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Element Zero, eh? That almost... I think that's gonna have a connection to the sequel, but...
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Sounds like a legit operation to me.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate
Yes,
that.
there is.
I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Listen, you couldn't be any more of a whiner than Seth Green, so you're pretty much set there. Guess that's enough of him. You should go down and talk to Tali and Ashley and Rex and Garrus. And then we could go for the next mission. Or we could go back to the Citadel and tell that commander dude that his team's dead. And there's one more optional mission that I forgot to do. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Wow, are you going to tell me? What a dumbass. Why do I have to say something?
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
His name was Bond. James Bond.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Really?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Too bad.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't
I don't want to
restricted
nail him,
by
dude. I just want to
policies
fucking
and
stop him.
procedures.
Jesus, you're getting ahead of yourself here.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Better think about it. Think about it long and hard. Bitch. Hey, look, Rex.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Oh, what?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
Fair enough.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
Okay.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Huh. Really?
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big.
That's really weird.
If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
What the hell did he want on the ship? That's weird.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week.
Wow.
Every damn one.
Wow, okay.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Interesting. See, these, they're optional things, but when you go and you learn all this backstory about what's going on. Alright, let's equip Liara here. Get rid of that. That's real shitty. There you go, the Mantis looks good. See if there's anything else I have left. Oh my god, the shit ass armor. Here we go. Put on this. Mantis. That looks good. Yep, it's definitely the powerful one. Get rid of Savant. Shoot an Omni tool. I don't remember. I don't think she snipes. I'm not even going to give her a sniper. I might as well give her this one, even though she's not going to use it. She uses the pistol. Yeah! This badass pistol is what she uses. Give her a shotty, even though she won't use it. I don't remember if she... Oh, she has the best rifle. Okay. Let's talk to Ash now.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
Of
I
course.
keep an open door policy.
Anything for fly
If you have any
honeys.
concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy,
She got a
but
big mouth.
I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Because they're not Alliance?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust aliens?
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon
This
us.
is why I like this game. It's like, I feel like I'm watching a sci-fi movie, but it's fun. I get to have these conversations and everything.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look,
What?
if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Why do you feel like that? Because you're a racist.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
You're lucky. I lost my family on Mindoir. Are you related to anyone I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. I read about Mindoir. The Alliance screwed the pooch on that one.
Screwed the
Should've had a bigger
pooch.
garrison. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
Serve the Alliance or to see space.
The future of humanity is out here. There's so much we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I still remember my first field exercise on Titan. When we hit mud, the reality hit me. I'm the first person who ever stood here.
Yep.
Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold bricking.
Gold bricking? What? So I gotta hear what the hell gold bricking means.
Don't tell me you had Gunny Ellison. He's the only one I know who uses that word to describe shirking duty.
Oh, Lord. You went to the Macapog boot camp, too? Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
Inveigle? Wow, okay.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission.
That's right.
We're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
Shut your face.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
What about me?
Would you kiss anyone I ordered you to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization.
Ah.
That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline and relieve you of command. Sir.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Illuminating.
Wow.
I don't think she's used to teasing. Good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Enough jibba jabbing. Actually, I gotta talk to Tali. Then we'll have enough jibba jabbing. Whoa, whoa. Caught on a corner. Or this codex crap.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down.
They used to do
I
it
guess
all the
you don't
time.
have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Oh, how cute.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
Be true. So she's gonna go back.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Good point.
I should go. See you later.
Alright, we can go back up in the elevator. How's my Paragon doing anyway? It's alright, we'll take care of that soon enough. By cheating! Or I could be wrong, maybe they fixed it. Maybe they patched the exploit that I used to use, but I guess we'll find out. This is exciting. Alright, say on to the next major mission, I guess. Not gonna go back to the Citadel just for one thing, so... Alright, where to? Let's take a look. Zakros. Survey. Gas deposited. I don't even remember what fuck. Press B again. I don't remember what all these gases and shit are for. I don't think I need them anymore. I think at one point I did, but... Let's get the fuck out of here. Alright, let's go. We can do Novaria, which is the Patriarch, the Patriarch mission. We could do Pharos. Let's do Pharos.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Ah. She's the one, She's the blue chick who was sitting there the whole time but didn't do anything. Survey this. Protein data is discovered. Fucking press B again. I did the same shit every time I played this. I pressed B by accident 100 times. Nothing there. Nothing there. Logan. Planet Logan. Survey this. Light metal discovered. Alright, let's actually go to Pharos. This looks kind of weird. All the buildings look like they're falling apart. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Now fuck you.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Carry on, Elvis. Heat something or other. Heat load monitors. Who should I take with me? Let's see. How about Liara? Liara and Rex, maybe? Liara and Tali, maybe? Liara and Ashley? Nah, because I'm pretty much primarily just combat, so I really don't need Ashley. I think we'll do Liara and Rex. Let's try this combo.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Lord, the commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Exo Presley? His first name's Exo. there's a civilian right there. But I have to level up Liara, because remember, I haven't done anything yet. She's got badass biotics. She's just gonna lift people up into the fucking stratosphere. Do-do-do-do-do. Singularity. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Barrier. Let's do a sorry scientist. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Give her... Alright, so all her biotics are maxed. And now she's got first aid. Very good. Alright.